Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about a bronzer, cream bronzer, powder bronzer. Which one are you? Team cream, team powder, team both? So I just wanted to show the difference between a powder bronzer and a cream bronzer. And so yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell which one is cream or which one is powder. Can you tell? I won't tell until y'all watch the video. Oh wait, if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? What are you doing? If you've been watching my videos, if you like what you see, then you know, real easy right there. I'm just gonna give you like a 2-second pause. Okay, that was easy. See, 1, 2, click, subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for tuning in. If you're interested in seeing what cream bronzer looks like versus powder bronzer, then continue watching. So we are just going to hop right into it. I feel like my skin is not liking me right now, which is fine. I'm like getting constant breakouts on my cheek and then on my forehead. I'm just kind of confused why my face is like low-key turning on me, but it's fine. It's okay. We are gonna just start off with our base, the usual doozle. I'm gonna go in with my usual. I'm going in with the Tatcha Silk Primer. Now I'm gonna go in with my NARS, my usual All Day Luminous Weightless, and that is going around my mouth area. So I recently got this brush from NYX, and this is what I call the Jackie Aina brush because I think she still uses it. I don't know, maybe she doesn't, but there was a point in time where she was using it quite often, and I remember saying like, I want that brush, I need that brush. And so I was looking on the NYX side, it was sold out. This was like months ago. NYX side, it was sold out. On the on Amazon, it wasn't there as well. And so I'm like, damn, where is this brush? And so I had thought that I had got it from Amazon, and I ended up getting, which one is this? Ended up getting this brush, which is literally not this, but for some reason I saw it and I was like, this must be the brush, this is it, let me get it. Yeah, it's not the brush, and I was highly disappointed when it came in because I'm like, I honestly don't need 2 of these brushes. Like, one is like a little more wide, one is a little more like tapered and more loosely packed. This one is densely packed, but still it's kind of like same difference, does the same thing. But it's great because for this video, we're going to be using both of these to demonstrate the difference between a cream and then a powder bronzer. So I guess in all, it worked out. But this was the brush that I was looking for, and I finally got it like 2 weeks ago. And I have been using it to apply my foundation, and yeah, the brush is pretty damn good. I just like the way it feels on my skin. Also, I like the way it just looks on my skin. It looks like I'm like bougie applying my foundation. Ooh, ooh. Now I'm gonna go in. I just got the foundation on my pants. So now I'm gonna go in with my Lancome Tan Idol in the color 520. I need to switch to another foundation. I don't know. Okay, maybe I'm just being extra. Okay, I'm gonna actually mix like some of that Benares, like just like 1 pump of it, 1 pump and a half. Because I feel like we're in the dead of summer and it's been hot. So my skin has gotten just a tad bit darker. I'm just applying that. And now for the magic to begin and to blend this out. I have a huge bump like right there on my forehead, and I don't want to put the makeup on it, but I'm gonna have to. Get down to my neck just a bit. Okay, now we're gonna go on with the usual, my Fenty Beauty in 420 and the NARS Amande in Amande. The NARS Radiant Concealer in Amande. I just love this concealer so much, honestly. Will another concealer match up? Will Seyi ever use another concealer in her lifetime? So now we're just gonna let that sit a little bit, kind of set, get a little more tacky, so then I can blend it out in its full coverage. So while that is sitting, I am going to do my brows. Gotta multitask here. Got to multitask. I'm taking my little Wet n Wild brown pencil that I stay using. This pencil is like $2 from Target, and honestly, worth it. I love the way it makes my brows look. It's what I've been using quite for some time now, like years, and I'm probably not gonna stop using it. So what I usually do is I draw a line right up until like that kind of 1/3 of my eyebrow, and then I start spiking it out because I kind of like that like not done eyebrow look, like the Beyonce and Serena brow. I don't know, I'm into it. So this is what I do to achieve that. Then I take my spoolie and I brush that part out. Don't worry, we're gonna still fill in the inside, and then go in and do the strokes in the inside. That sounds very interesting. And voila. It's pretty basic, pretty simple. I don't do anything to my brows. Like I barely tweeze them, like barely. Actually, I haven't tweezed them in like months because they don't really like grow, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. You know, nothing that a pencil can't fix. Our concealer has had time to sit. Now we're going to blend her out. She is blended. I don't know, y'all. This foundation brush is giving my trusty e.l.f. a run for her money. Okay, so this one is $17. Yes, $17. A little pricey. This one is only $3, which is why it's like my holy grail, because one, it's so cheap, but it does such a good job. But this one is not as cheap, but it also does a really good job, and I like the way it blends on my face. So totally up to you. Totally up to you what you want to go for. You know, if you're not trying to spend money like that, then I would definitely still go for the e.l.f. because e.l.f. has been holding me down. But this one is trying to take her spot, and that's okay. e.l.f. is just gonna have to be okay with that. And now I am going to set my under eye before we get into the bronzing. And I'm setting with the Too Faced, going this way, translucent powder, what I always use. And then just powder the rest of my face. This is gonna be a little weird, powdering the rest of my face, because I do need to put the cream on. But it's okay, should be fine, should be fine, should be fine, should be fine. So now the star of the show, Mented Cosmetics released some bronzers in partnership with Miss Ashley Blaine Featherson. She is, what is her character on Dear White People? I always forget her name, oh my God. The other girl's friend. Wow, I am not remember any of their names. This is so bad. What is her name on Dear White People? Julissa? What is her name? I can't remember her name right now. But anyway, her on Dear White People. And so she is a beautiful, dark-skinned black woman. And so they partner with her for this bronzer collection, which I think is super dope because she is dark-skinned. And I think it's a testament to show like black people can wear bronzers. Yes, we can. So they came out with 2 different versions. One is season 1 and the other is season 2. It's like a bronzer highlighter duo. So season 1 is has like a more golden highlighter, and then the bronzer shade is a bit more kind of like rusty, if that makes sense, like a bit more red for sure. I definitely like it. Definitely like the highlighter. I used it before, love it. Season 2 is obviously a deeper one for like deeper skin tones. I can use this one as well, really, to be honest. So season 2 still has that kind of red that you would expect from a bronzer, but just kind of more darker, obviously. And then the highlighter is a bit more toned down. So if you're not into super like highlighted, and then you'll probably like this one is a bit more like subdued. And my lighting is not really showing this, but what I usually use to bronze is my trusty Dusty Deep Dark 210C from ColourPop. So I'm going to do cream on this side and shadow or powder on this side. So we're going to take our foundation. So this is a foundation stick. I talked about this before, but I thought it was my color. It's not my color. I thought I could use it as foundation. That was a lie. And so I have now resorted to using it for bronzer. I've loved it. I've been using it for a while now. So, but I'm not going to lie. When I got these bronzers, I've actually been using these to bronze because I find it a bit more easier. That's another thing. Cream takes a bit more effort to blend out. The powder is kind of just like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So depending on the level of, effort you want to put into putting on your makeup on any given day. All right, so let's go in with the stick. So I'm gonna do just one over my bum, just this side of my face, just like that, because that's usually where I apply the bronzer. My cheek, right under my cheekbone. And then I usually apply it on my nose, so I'm just gonna dip that in there and then just place it right on my nose area. I'm not going to blend it out just yet. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to take this NYX brush. This is the number 6 brush. This is always what I use to blend out my cream contour. So I do like the cream contour because it allows me, one, more control, which is why I think a lot of people probably like cream contours. You just have way more control over like where it goes, how it's placed, looking sharp. My bumps are still shining through. But yeah, it does. This one in particular blends out pretty nicely, which is why I've been using it for all this time. I probably should have had like a hair thing, but I don't. So I know I was looking crazy and not blended out, but I'm going to go over with the foundation brush and blend that out. But I just want to show you guys what it's looking like. So that's what the cream looks like. And I like it a lot. I'm gonna just put the excess product on my temples right there. It doesn't really matter because my hair is gonna cover that side of my face anyway. But for the sake of this video, we're gonna do it. Okay, so that is what the cream is looking like. Oof, I haven't used her in a minute and I forgot how much I freaking love the way this blends out. Woo, chat. All right, I just blended out on my nose. I know it looks crazy, don't worry. So now I'm going to take my foundation brush and just kind of blend that out just so there's no harsh lines. Ooh. Okay. I'm just looking at the monitor and I just forgot how great this looks. Okay. Woo. So now I'm going to actually take this NYX brush and I am going to use, I feel like I'm gonna use a mixture of both season 1 and season 2 to get the same color payoff as this ColourPop one. I feel like that's what I'm gonna do. So this is no bronzing, bronze. No bronzing, bronze. I definitely prefer bronzing over contouring because I feel like bronzing just gives me that warmth, which I prefer. Like when I'm going for foundations, even if it's like slightly a little too red, I prefer it because I'm like, I like that warmth to show through. So anyway, now we are going to go in first with season 1 because season 1 is a lighter color. So I want to build up to season 2 and see if I actually need it. So I'm just going to dip into there and then apply that. So with the powder one, a little less control. Ooh, my little beady beads. You have a little less control over the product, so it's kind of like, which is why I'm using a more like smaller brush because I feel like I am able to really apply where I want the product to go. I keep sweeping my hair out of my face because I feel like all the hairs are on my face. Now I'm gonna apply it in the same areas where I applied the other one. So that's season 1. I think season 1, if I wanted just like a super kind of simple beat, it actually is showing up. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. I don't know. Just gotta build it up. Okay, so there is season 1. She's showing a bit, just like a little bit, but I think season 2 is going to be my girl. So these all have like flecks of little shimmer in it, which is what a bronzer is supposed to have. My cream one does not have shimmer in it because it's technically not a bronzer, it is a foundation stick. But I do feel like it still gives me that color. Yep, there we go. Okay, so layering it is a good technique. Good to know. First time doing that. And layering it gives me the same color as the other side. I knew it. I'm not a colorist or anything like that, but I know my colors. I took my art classes in high school and I did pretty damn well in those classes. So that is what the powder one is looking like. Gonna apply in the same areas. Lift that up, apply that there. So with the powder one, obviously is a bit more controlled. Product doesn't really get everywhere, which I do like. With the cream one, the powder was the product was getting in my hair. This one, not so much. And I'm just gonna blend her out with this foundation brush, but I don't really feel like I need to do that because I don't know. I feel like with the brush, with the powder and the brush I was using, it kind of diffuses it. So it almost kind of blends out on its own. So there's not really any harsh lines. So if you're looking for like super ease and just like something quicker, just like bam, bam, wham, wham, then I'll definitely say for a powder. But if you're looking for a little more structure, then I would go for a cream, or you can be extra and put a cream and then top it off with a powder. Boop. Oh, snap. I didn't put it on the nose. Hold on. So I just wiped this brush off and I'm gonna take that powder, dust it off, and just apply that on my nose. This is season 2. I should be fine with season 2. So now we have powder, cream, powder, cream. I mean, I do like both. I do feel like they both give me a different vibe though. I just want to show you guys the ease and the difference of using the powder versus a cream. So I'm gonna do the rest of my face and then I'm gonna be right back to apply my lipstick. I just wanna show you guys a combo that I came up with. It's a really cute combo. It's nude, but it's cute. So I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Face is pretty much done. I just want to show you guys my little lip combo concoction that I came up with. First, I'm going to take this Revlon, I think it's lip gloss in the shade Choco Crush. So it's kind of like a brown chocolate color. See, it's kind of brown and chocolate. And I'm going to place that these have a smell. It's like, it's not a great smell, but it's also not bad. First of all, this shade on its own is very pretty, very 90s inspired. Oh, it's just such a pretty shade on its own. Oh God, this is such a pretty shade. Okay, now I'm gonna go with OG Miss Abu Dhabi from NYX. I finally re-upped when I went to the NYX store to get that brush. Finally. Place that right in the middle. So yes, I am mixing matte and glosses, but it's okay because we're just doing gloss, so don't get your panties in a bunch. This lip combo, I can't. Sorry, this lip combo is speaking to me because this is just my ideal nude. Now you can either leave it like this, or you can be extra. Go to extra vibe and add on a clear gloss right on top, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be extra. Kind of lowered my blinds, kind of covered them up a little bit so you guys can really see the color of this lip. Woo! Okay. And that is the final look. I'm not gonna put no earrings on. I just want y'all to see the natural. I feel like a bronze goddess, like I'm in somebody's music video, like Sade or India Opry. So this is bronzer face. Again, cream, powder, cream, powder. Do we love it? What are y'all? Team cream, team powder, team both, team extra, team do it all? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. And until my next video, I'll catch y'all later. Bye.